Hello YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Astrometica. In this episode, we're going to continue exploring the other toxic zone, as well as finishing getting the last couple of upgrades we need, and then making our way to the warp gate, and finally using it with our two new warp coordinates. So, without further ado, let's hop into the game. The only reason I want to explore this other area first is I was hoping to get... Because in the first toxic zone, I got the boost. So I'm hoping in this other toxic zone, I can get the weapons. Because those are like the two upgrades I don't have for this right now. Unless this one has literally nothing in it and it's just so far away that it's like not actually there. Wow, this is far away. What the fuck is wrong with this area? Huh? I don't think I'm supposed to be in here. Oh god, return. Return. Yar. You know what I think is going on? I think you're not supposed to enter this area. I think this area is just kind of here for... Did you see how suddenly dark it gets? Like, the other area was dark, yeah, but it wasn't like this level of dark. I like how it tells me I have a flashlight, but I can't seem to activate it. Whatever. We'll see what the boost function and stuff is. But it's nice to know that at least there's not really anything worse in those zones. Although I am missing the last asteroid cluster miner. I wonder how the game handles that if I were to put a teleporter here and build a new base in the, like one of the teleported zones. Oh, wait. Oh, it does work. It's just hard to see it because, like, you're not in super dark areas often. Nickel advanced chipset and fungu. Which I think I'm running low on the fungu, but I can always go get more. Yeah, I don't know if I have enough for that. So, you know what I might do? Well, first off, all of those upgrades have been acquired. What are the upgrades I'm missing here? Mining power tier 3, I think is what it... No, I got that one. So quite literally the only one I couldn't get was scan distance. Oh, then that's kind of pointless. I thought there was more here I couldn't get. But it's quite literally just scan distance tier 2. I'm pretty sure I already have tier 3. Cool. We're going to look for... There's what I'm looking for that's like... Oh, if you want to, like, get out of here, remember these things. And I'm trying to remember what it is. don't know. I can't remember which log it was under. Okay, here it is. Power cells and repair kit. That's all you need. Okay. I have the repair kits, but my summon is pretty low on health. So what I could do is like basically destroy it and make a new one. Because I'd have to use a repair kit to get it back up into decent health again. Can I make repair kits though? That's the thing. Oh look, it's the hook tool I can make. Oh, I can make them. Okay. Just copper, iron, and silver. Alright. You are sulfur and battery. Do I have enough sulfur for that? I do. Alright, hold on. Let me grab one of my 3 extra batteries. And I need to make... And I need copper, iron, and silver, I think it was? Or is it copper, bar, iron, bar, and silver? We'll just make like 3 of these, right? I want to craft a couple of power cells to replace these with. Okay, you're up to full health. Okay, so it just takes 1 to fully heal it. Grab those out. If I wanted to upgrade the speed a 3rd time, I need iridium compacted coal. Okay. And I need a couple bars for the storage upgrade. Which I might do. I need to make the boost and the storage upgrade. Nickel, fungu, which I only need 1 fungu for that. Okay. So we'll grab you. We'll grab you. Take the health upgrade too, because might as well upgrade it a 2nd time. I need chipset. I can make the speed tier 3. I need 2 chipsets minimum, which is nickel, gold, and or nickel, silver, and celeste. Let you make the one. Tier 3 acquired. I need summon health upgrade 2. I need an advanced chipset. And I just need advanced chipset and a single fungu. So I can get rid of 2. You, and I just get rid of 3. Oh, and I also need to make how many iridium bars for the health upgrade? Not health, it was storage. I need 3 iridium bars. Alright, 3 iridium bars have been made. It means I'm pretty low on iridium, but all in all, I'm not doing bad with it. Alright, we'll make the boost module first, because that's most important to me right now. And then I'll sneak outside of the base real quick to see if I can find some silver. Hopefully it respawns. Otherwise it would be a pain to get. Thankfully the iridium, super easy to mine with like almost fully upgraded drill here. And I need gold as well. Because I need to make an advanced chipset, which Not advanced, just a regular chipset. Right. And then lastly, I think that's the last advanced I needed. Anything else? Anything? Ooh. And then we want to make health tier 2 first. And I'll put the rest of these away. Speed. Boost. Health, and then lastly, storage module, tier 3. Health. What we're going to do is we're going to put my full power cells in there. 2 full batteries. A repair kit. Take this emptied one. Put it in you. And then I'll see what it takes to make a couple more power cells. Silver and batteries, and then batteries, copper wire, and coal. Oh, where should I ever get copper wire or coal from? Make 3. I can only make 2. Okay. My world is gonna end. Nor whatever shall I do? There we go. That's a full storage. And then here we can get rid of single battery or single copper coil. Here's not much we gotta get rid of. Although I should probably take more water. Honestly, what is it gonna cost me to make the better water? Ice and the fruit? Really? I guess the fruit does have a use. Take it. I was curious though, because like you can get a ton of it. Just didn't seem worth it to me. There we go. 5 more ice easily acquired. No, my 0.6 water. Alright, anything else we can need to get rid of? Well, I can put those back in there. Those can go back in here. Same with you. Those can go in there. Alright, yeah, that frees up my inventory for the most part, except for the hook tool, which can replace the build tool for now. Actually, no, I do want to take the build tool with me. And some iron, some copper. You. Take you. Iron. Copper, some iron, some silver, some gold. In case I decide to build a base in this area over here. Worst case scenario, it's just filling up my storage for no reason. So everything except for things I want to like keep in my inventory, like those. The batteries. Oh, I wanted to fully heal before leaving. Oh god. This is gonna be ridiculous. No, fully healed. Alright. This is gonna be fun. Alright, max is out at 25. Then boost. Ooh. Up to 30. But it's got to recharge. Probably consumes a ton of power too, if I had to take a wild guess. Oh my god. I got left behind. Now come back. Come back. Where do we work? Alright, we got Theta 145 and Theta 12. Let's try Theta 145. Cosmic Journey. Use Warp Gate. Game? Are we good? Did I break you? Nope. Hey, froze again. I think I broke the game. Ow, that was loud in my ears. What the fuck? Thank you for letting... You've reached the current end of content for the asteroid belt. Developing more future location adventures for more. The asteroid belt is still a work in progress, and many exciting updates, resources, and stories are coming soon. It does not end here. Stay tuned for the content. No, you can't do this to me. What? This is so cool. I wish I could have sit here and explore more of this. But it seems like, yeah, it seems to be just... I got a heavy fog over it, but this is just like kind of heavily implying like you can't really explore this area. It sucks because it's like I've reached the end of the in-game content, but I want to see more. You can't tell me that's everything. Darn. So there's nothing here. Oh, God. My poor ship. Alright, seems I've reached the end of the in-game content. I think the asteroid belt is the only one that's been fully completed. Not fully, but has actually got content in it. I think the rest of this is kind of just a, hey, here's places you're able to explore in the future. So, we'll see what happens. I'm going to check this other location first. Oh, let me take my ear. There we go. This one seems like yeah. Okay, I was going to say, it seems slightly fleshed out, but no. I was seeing like broken ship pieces, which I would assume would only be in an area that actually has content you can explore in. So this is kind of like a, you can get... Oh, what? What is you? Hold on. Oh, I can mine you. What do I get from this? Nothing. I get nothing from that. It just explodes. What does my scan tool call them? Xenon asteroid. Ooh, visual bug with the hook shot. I'm going to guess that's like later game content, but it seems like this is the end of the early access, at least at this point. I'm definitely interested in playing more of the game, and I am enjoying what I found so far. Like, what I've gotten so far into this game, it's really fun, really interesting, like, gameplay loop so far. So I'd be really excited to see more of the game. Ooh, one of those big ones give you 12 copper. That's good to know. But yeah, like the screen says, it's the end of the content. We kind of reached everything the game has to offer. I'm sure I haven't explored every inch of the asteroid belt, and I'm sure there's more I could find and more I could see. I mean, shit, I just got this thing to this upgrade point. Like, first I gotta repair it, so let me grab out my repair kits. Use repair kit. Oh, I might use every time. But no, it's definitely neat, and but I have to say, like, I'm not surprised. Very much every time I've seen of this game, it just genuinely seems like, yeah, there wasn't a lot of content to go off of yet. They just started early access. But it would be really nice if there was a little bit more to explore. Like, this weird tentacle wormhole thing really seems to be nothing but a red herring, right? Like, I mean, nothing's happening. It's kind of pointless. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing that it's pointless, because it's clearer that there's going to be more added to the game, right? Like, whatever this alien bulbs are, is definitely going to play a bigger role. And I can't wait to see what kind of role it plays in the future. Oh, look. It's the last one of these I needed. Here's a look at that. I say, kind of as like a final episode thing. Let's have some fun, right? Let's do some base building, and let's just have some fun. Because we've already reached essentially end game in here. And I still have like half an hour before I would typically end my recordings. Like I said, I think it would definitely be... The game would benefit from there being more to explore. But again, it's early access, and it's to be expected that there's not a whole lot to explore. Like, this kind of stuff's cool. There's a broken down warp gate over here, and it's like like the tentacles are attaching to it. This alien technology. Now, I would love to explore this like poisonous gas area over here more, but there's not really anything to explore in there. Now, there's the last belt miner thing I would have needed. There's a ton of nickel. There's like a bunch of resources that you could gather. Like, these crates could be broken into. Not necessary. Definitely not for like to beat the game. But it's cool, right? Like, oh no, resources I don't need. And it's kind of like what a lot of these end up being. And it's like, that's not a bad thing. Having a ton of resources makes the game more open-ended, more fun for a lot of players. And definitely helps to like make the world feel easier to explore, right? Because, God, there are some games out there, Valheim, I'm looking at you, where most of the gameplay, especially early game, is just resource gathering. And it's not fun. Like, this game, yeah, you gotta resource gather to do anything, but it doesn't in a way that it doesn't feel overbearing, right? There's like Valheim, again, for example. my biggest complaint is to like do anything in the game, you need leather scrap, and leather scrap is by far the most annoying material in that game to come across, because it's like 2 animals drop it, and only one of them you access early game, and it's not even a guarantee to drop. It's very, so you're like, you have to hunt a ton of boars in that game just to get enough materials to do basic crafting. It feels just boring. It's not even fun. It's just boring because you got to run around, hope you find a boar, and hope that that boar gives you the drops you need. It's so grindy and it just lacks the entertainment value. Doesn't mean the game's bad. It just means that a lot of the fun of the game is kind of just taken away by more of the grind. Whereas this game really excels at enticing you to explore, but at a not slow, not fast pace, like at a reasonable pace. It like kind of guides you into like, okay, here's how you want to explore. You want to start off making some basic stuff, making some basic upgrades, small oxygen tank, a small backpack, and things like that. And that slowly encourages you to get more and more stuff. I'm gonna make my way to this like weird warp gate looking thing. Is that supposed to be a planet off in the distance? I think that's what that is. I think that's just a planet that's off in the distance. I mean, I got the fastest ship, and I got plenty of power cells because the game's like, you need to take power cells. Yeah, it's just something that's like a planet off in the distance. I don't know. That's a bit disappointing, but not really. I'm at the backside of this thing. But again, the game doesn't feel like it's like pushing you away from exploration. It doesn't feel like it's punishing you for wanting to keep going forward, which is again what Valheim kind of feels like. It feels like it's punishing you for playing the game, if that makes sense. Like, it's not the worst game I ever played, and it's definitely a fun game. It just is a grind, and I'm not one of the, like, I don't mind grinding games, but the game's gotta be really fun, and there's gotta be a lot in between grind, and that game is just nothing but grind, making it lackluster and not nearly as fun as it should be. Which is like my only gripe about the game. This game, it can be a bit grindy, but most of that grind is negated by the fun exploration, by like, it's just so much fun to explore, right? And yeah, you gotta grind a little bit, but once you get past that grind, you're unlocking things like this vehicle, which, as you get the modules for it, as you get, like, making it better and better, it's a fast, easy way to explore the map. Sure, some things are disappointing, like this ship. I expected the ship to be so much better than it was, but it just lacks something to make it good, which again, in the end, isn't really a bad thing. Like, it could be better, but it's not. That's not bad, but it's not really good either. The game just, but it's early access. It's trying to develop an identity. Valheim had an identity, but it was trying to expand on the premise, and this one has an identity and it's expanding on it, but it gives you enough that you can really bite into it and see what you're getting, right? Whereas Valheim, it kind of feels like I mean, it's not even a great comparison, right? It would be better to compare it to Subnautica, which I love the original Subnautica. I haven't played this, Below Zero or whatever it's called, but fucking adored playing Subnautica. And let's see. So it's like, yeah, it's not quite the same, but it's fair enough to say because it feels like this is what the best way to compare it to is like this, for me at least. Huh. Yeah, I've done everything I need to do in the game. I'm curious about the oxygen station. I do want to make one of these, just out of curiosity. So what is it I need total for it? Iron bar, silver, and then I need to grab some fungu, which I need to go exploring for. Yeah. I've explored everything, and I can't wait for more to be added to this game because I want to come back. I want to play it more. I look forward to the day that more content is added to this game so I can come back to it, whether that be game's glitching out here. I was glitching out, or it's just something I never noticed. That's weird. It's glitching out saying like 80% charge. Yeah, never noticed that the fungu just kind of like goes to your feet. I'm glad the fruit has more uses because as a food source it's kind of lackluster, and you're better off just eating the millions of space burgers and fucking donuts you find because that's more than enough food. Food lasts forever. Water's your only real concern, and even then you're finding enough of it that you don't really need to make water. What was it I wanted to make? I wanted to make oxygen station because I was curious about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that just oh shit. Fuck, what was that needed? Silver, which I'm pretty sure I left in base, didn't I? Oh no, I grabbed some. But is that enough? It is. Yeah, it's just a little bubble of oxygen you can make. Huh. Oh, that's cool. So you're like, oh god, I'm dying. I need oxygen. You come in here real quick. But that's just about everything the game has to offer. I said I was going to build the base, but honestly, I think right now we've done everything. Like my base, I like the base setup. It's sure it's not the prettiest base, but I've never been one for design. I'm pretty awful at it. I lost all the materials in here, didn't I? Whoops, I forgot about that. But I've done everything I could do except getting all the upgrades for my hookshot. But I don't care, right? Like, not in a bad way, but I think I am quite happy with where everything's at right now. So that being said, this is probably going to be, at least for a while, the last episode of Astrometica. Because even if they do an update or two down the line, I might take a hot minute before I come back to the game. Excuse me. And I might just wait until there's something worthwhile in the game before coming back to it. Because, yeah, Right now, 1 or 2 updates might not add enough, but maybe 2 or 3 down the line, I'll come back and play it to see what's been added. Because, yeah, again, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I found it fun, it was entertaining, and it hit all the marks I wanted it to hit. I'm kind of disappointed that I've already reached the end of the content in the game, but that's not the game's fault, honestly. I knew to expect this eventually when playing an early access game. The world itself is a wonderful, fun to explore, and amazingly designed story. You can tell from the writing that they truly care. I think the only complaint I have about the PDA system is that in a game like this, and the same issue with Subnautica, is that if the PDA is too long, you don't have time to read it. And while, yes, I can go back into logs and go, oh yeah, let me read here, or let me read messages and scans and key cards, I can see that, and I can see the logs. There are some I know I did not read. Like, there are some I could not read because there wasn't enough time, because I kept running out of air. Signaling to an old hub, I'm planning to head over there. What's a cargo pod? Yeah, cargo pod. Looks like it's from an old mining hub. Matthew and I are going to check it out, see if there's anything useful. Not sure that's a good idea. We should stick together until help arrives. I get it, but we're low on resources. Yada, yada, yada. Like, I know I didn't read that one. But, like, that's my point. It's like, you get warnings and stuff, and it's like, so it makes it hard to, like, focus on reading and seeing what the story is. It doesn't stop you from enjoying it, but it does take away some of the aspects of the game. But besides that complaint, I genuinely enjoyed it. Like, this has been one of the most entertaining and fun survival crafting-esque games I've played in a while. I love Abiotic Factor. It's a great game. Fantastic game. But again, that's one of those games you gotta sink so many hours into it just to get to, like, a good point in the game. And this game's kind of like, right now, since it's early access, you don't have to get that far into it. So I was able to enjoy it and not be, like, overwhelmed with decisions and options and things like that. So, with all that being said, I hope you had as much fun exploring this game with me. You had as much fun exploring this game as I did. Whether through watching me and living vicariously through, watching the videos, or playing it on your own and just following along with the series. Let me know. And by liking and commenting and subscribing, you can let me know if, when future updates of this game come out, you want to see more of it. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, night, evening, or whatever. And goodbye.